Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another achievement guide. Today, we're going to be focusing on Grizzland. This game was published by EastAsiaSoft and it was developed by Cud Zero. This game has 13 achievements and offers 1000 gamer score. Ultimately, with the guide, it's an easy 45-minute to 1 hour completion or platinum trophy, and on top of that, it's only $4.99. Now, to get the full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy, we aren't required to finish the full game. However, we do have to finish most of it. I'd say about 75-80% of it. Now, if you press start, you can access your notes. While you're progressing through the game, we can find these secret notes. You get an achievement for finding your first one and then your fifth one. Besides that, when you start out the game, you start off with pretty much nothing, no powers, you can't even jump, so you don't have any items. You're going to be able to collect items eventually and weapons. You can check out your inventory slots at any time by looking at the top center of the screen. Now, the last achievement or trophy you're going to end up getting while running through this game is going to be the Counselor achievement for 80 gamer score. That's for defeating Shaderic. That is the fourth boss in the game. Besides that, again, we do need to find 5 secret notes and we need to find 3 secret rooms. We get an achievement for finding our first secret room and then our third secret room. So just follow along with the guide and you're sure to find at least 5 notes, 3 secret rooms, and defeat all of the bosses. There's also some other missable achievements along the way that I'm going to run you guys through. Alright guys, if you're wondering what's going on in this game, I'm on the same boat. I have little to no idea what this game is about or what's going on. All I can do is read the description of the game, so we have a little bit better of an idea of what this game is about. The description says, "Welcome to the Grizzland planet, a seamless open world platformer presented in retro style and filled with old school challenges. Explore without pointers to uncover secret areas. Equip yourself with unique items and skills, even the ability to shrink and enlarge or explode and recombine. Only through self-discovery will you overcome enemy dinos in epic combat and find the truth of Grizzland." Alright guys, I had to chop through some footage right here, I'm sorry, but once you start at the tree, you gotta head over to the right hand side. He's going to give you the sword, and then you'll be able to head over to the left and attack the enemies. We're going to drop down and we're going to head over to the right. There's going to be some more enemies. You can go ahead and slash through them. And then going to keep heading over to the right and there's going to be a feather. Now in the video I already picked it up, but once you pick up the feather, you're going to be able to jump for the first time. So now you can use your sword and now you can jump. So now that we can jump, we're going to proceed to the left. We'll be able to jump over these cliffs. Now before jumping up, we're going to head straight to the left. You want to kill these enemies. Keep heading all the way to the left. Now in this game, we have to collect water. Your water is on the upper right hand side of the screen, so you can see how full your canteen, let's just call it, is. So after you pick up the water, we're going to keep proceeding over to the left. Just jump over the cliffs and you want to make a jump over to the top. And here we're going to find out that we're not going to be able to proceed anymore. This is because we need to shrink down. So head back over to the right hand side. The enemies may reappear. You can just go ahead and kill them again. Alright guys, so we're not going to be able to proceed over there until we get the shrink down power. Now what we want to do is get on this platform above us and then keep heading over to the left. To do that, we need to jump on the cliff to the right and then jump over to the left. We can just ignore that enemy that's shooting. I'm not too sure if that enemy is on our side or not, but it didn't appear that it was damaging me at all. So once you get to the top, you're going to head over to the left. You're going to find some more water. Just clear out the enemies. It's not required to clear out the enemies. However, you get a chance of them dropping a heart and you gaining some life. Now, if you keep heading over to the left, you're going to go through the wall and you're going to find a secret note in that room. You want to make sure to pick up that secret note, and then we're going to head back over to the right. If you guys didn't notice already, your game saves every time you cross one of the water canteens. So yeah, just jump over that gap, head over to the right hand side. You're going to find some more breakable objects, bases, vases, whatever you want to call them. You're going to have to kill that cat. I think it's a cat. Well, no, they said they're dinosaurs. Who knows what that is? A little dinosaur creature. Now, we're going to walk into this secret room, guys. Feel free to rewind it if you missed it. There's a couple secret rooms in the game. We need to enter at least 3 of them to get our full completion or platinum trophy. But yeah, the secret room is right there, or at least the first one that we have access to. So now we're going to head over to the right while clearing out the enemies. Now, what we're trying to do right now is get enough water for this tree to grow. So if you walk up to the tree, it shows that it needs half of a canteen of water. Now, we don't quite have half, however, we're almost there. So just keep heading over to the right. We can jump on the cliff now that we picked up the feather. And the last piece of water that we need is going to be right over there on the right. But still, you want to drop down and head over to the right. You want to make all of these jumps. If you get stuck, I think you have to hold Y to explode. But I think if you fall into one of those pits, you may not be able to jump out. It's been a while since I recorded this footage, but I do remember getting stuck in there. So just keep following to the right hand side. Eventually you're going to go up and there's going to be a secret room to the right with a note in it. You want to make sure to grab that, and then we're going to head over to the left. Just jump over all of these platforms and we're going to find another canteen. So there we go, we got a full canteen. And right here is where I recommend getting the achievement for breaking 3 vases with 1 strike, just because they're all pretty close to each other. If you don't get it, you can hold Y to self-destruct and you'll spawn right here at that water canteen. That's the strike achievement for 80 gamer score. Now, as you can see, I fell down into one of these pits and I'm going to have to self-destruct. But luckily, it respawns us at the last canteen that we picked up. So now that we got a full canteen, we're going to head back over to the tree. We're going to water the tree and it's going to advance to the 2nd level. Now this is going to unlock an achievement worth 80 gamer score called Gardener. Now as you progress through this game, you actually go up. So every time that you water one of these trees, the next level, it teleports you upwards, and then you're going to be to a new open world section of the game. You just got to wait through some dialogue here at the bottom of the screen, and then eventually it's going to teleport you up. Once we get up there, we just need to head over to the left. I think if we just head all the way over to the left, we'll run into our first boss battle with Keen. Keen is going to be the first of the 4 boss battles that we're going to be facing. So now that we got teleported up, again, we're just going to jump from platform to platform, head over to the left hand side. You can skip the enemies if you want to. Ultimately, you know, sometimes I skip them, sometimes I defeat them. Just make sure to pick up that water canteen, and then we're going to drop down, head over to the left, keep heading to the left, and the Keen boss battle is going to be right here, guys. Protect the gods, he says. I don't know, I feel like the design of this game is just a little too simple. I'm not a big fan of the design. I mean, ultimately, you can't even tell what your character is or what these enemies are at all. But it is what it is. Anyway, all of these bosses are pretty simple. Just, you know, walk up to them and slash them. Pretty simple. After you defeat him, you're going to unlock an achievement worth 80 gamer score called Ninja for defeating Keen. Now, after the boss battle, we'll actually be able to keep proceeding over to the left. So head over to the left, pick up the water canteen. You're going to see a bat. Just make sure to defeat the bat because it will chase you down. And then as you can see, there's a note up above. We will be grabbing that, just not quite yet. Keep heading over to the left. You're going to run into like a spiky area. You're going to have to kill the little rabbit or whatever that runs at you, and then you could jump over the spikes. Now we can jump up and we're going to grab the item, and that is going to be the double jump. So now we have access to double jump, so we can reach some parts of the level that we weren't able to access before. Just keep heading over to the left, go up here, and you're going to find a secret area with a grizzly bear inside. As I'm sure you could guess, I believe the grizzly bear is referring to the name Grizzland. Now the reason that we went in there is because that is one of the secret rooms. And again, we have an achievement for going into 3 secret rooms, that being the second one. Alright, so right now we're just trying to find the other water canteens, that way we can water the tree once again. It's going to end up growing and we'll be able to advance to the third part of the level. So just keep heading over to the right hand side. We're going to be able to double jump over that pretty large pit. We wouldn't have been able to jump over that before. Keep heading over to the right, jump up. Watch out for those spikes. Again, you can break the vases along the way, or you can decide not to. Totally up to you. It's just going to help you collect hearts. We are going to need to have a certain amount of hearts to be able to make a purchase at the end of the game. So I do recommend, breaking the vases. That way you have some hearts to make the purchase at the end. Basically, the way it works is 20 hearts is equal to 1 coin at the shop. And I believe the cheapest thing at the shop is going to be 2 coins. So you need at least 40 hearts. And here we go. This is the second boss battle. This is against the boss called Alternib. Again, pretty simple. But with this boss, what you could do is you can jump behind him. You just need to get in the perfect spot. And you can just go ahead and keep slashing him. I'm not too sure on how to beat this boss legit. I just know that you can kind of cheat your way through this boss by standing behind him in that perfect spot. After you defeat him, you're going to get an achievement called Bird 480 Gamer Score for defeating Alternib. Okay, so now that we defeated our second boss, we're going to keep heading over to the right hand side. You're going to find an area with a dude standing next to a cage. We need to jump over to the left and get this bat to follow us into the cage. So just jump up by the bat, it'll start following you, and then just jump up by the cage and it will fly into the cage. You're going to catch it. You're going to unlock an achievement for 80 gamer score called Scientist for capturing the live bat in a cage. Next, just make sure that you head over to the right and that you pick up that water canteen. After you get that water canteen, we can head back over to the left. You're going to pass the boss that you just defeated. Double jump up there. That's going to give you a checkpoint once you cross that canteen that you already picked up. We're going to keep heading over to the left. And then you should have enough water to water the tree once again. And the tree is going to grow, and that is going to advance us to the third part of this game. Once you get up to the third level, just head over to the left. You can also get the achievement for breaking the 3 vases right there. As you can see, I just broke all 3 with one swipe of the sword. So if you didn't get it earlier, you can also get it right there. Now we want to jump up here. We're going to head over to the left. Keep going all the way down. You're going to jump down and then jump over here on the cliff to the left, or the ledge to the left. Make sure that you pick up that water canteen. And now we are going to be facing our third boss. This boss is called Zodius. Now this one is pretty simple. He teleports once you hit him, so you just need to keep hitting him a couple times, and then he's going to start throwing these projectiles at you. The projectiles have a pretty predictable pattern. You just have to play it a couple times to understand what's going on, but yeah, you just need to dodge the projectiles. Pretty simple. I think there's only 3 different types of patterns that his projectiles have. So just dodge those, and then you'll be able to slash them a few more times, and you're pretty much going to rinse and repeat this method until the Zodius boss is defeated. You really shouldn't have too much trouble defeating this boss. Just make sure that you're patient and that you dodge those projectiles, because if you get hit with a couple of those, you may end up needing to restart this boss battle. The good thing is that we got a checkpoint once we collected that last water canteen, which was right before this boss battle. So worst case scenario, you have a checkpoint right before the boss. Now, if you're attacking him every time, I think it's going to take about 3 rounds or turns of him doing the projectiles, and then you'll finally be able to defeat him. After he shoots those projectiles for the 3rd time, you'll be able to do your final attacks on him. After you defeat him, we're going to unlock another achievement, this one worth 80 gamer score, called Sorcerer, for defeating Zodius. Alright, so after you defeat Zodius, we're going to proceed to the left. You're going to double jump up, and you're going to keep double jumping, and you'll actually be able to go up even further. You're going to jump up on this ledge, go all the way to the left, drop down, and then go over to the right, and you'll be able to drop down even further. Jump over to the ledge to the left, and you'll find a water canteen. Keep proceeding over to the left, and you're going to find two, I don't know what you want to call them, aliens. They have like a mini form in between them. That's one of the items. This is going to enable you to shrink down. This is going to unlock the collector achievement for 80 gamer score for collecting 4 items. Now that we can finally shrink down, we are able to access some parts of the game that we previously weren't able to go to. So after you learn how to shrink, just proceed to the left. You will have to shrink to get through this area. Jump up to the ledge on the left, upper left, and shrink down. We will be able to proceed. You want to jump up to that next ledge. Keep jumping up to the upper left. You're going to have to shrink down, and we'll keep proceeding over to the left. There's going to be a little bunny rabbit. You can choose to destroy it or, be peaceful, because who wants to kill an innocent bunny? Well, I guess he's not innocent if he's trying to kill you. That bunny's on some Monty Python Holy Grail. Those who have seen that movie would understand. So just keep proceeding through this maze. You may have to get larger, shrink, get larger, go up and down in size. You're going to want to dodge that arrow. You're going to keep proceeding through the small maze, and we're going to head over to the right and collect this water canteen. After you collect that canteen, we can drop down, shrink back down. We're going to have to dodge the bunny once again, or kill him, but that's on you. We're going to shrink down. As you can see, there was a note right there. We're going to go ahead and collect that, but first you want to head upwards. You don't need to jump on the platform like I did. You just need to head over to the left and drop down. You're going to find another canteen. You will have to increase your size to collect it. Then you want to shrink down and head over into the wall. It's going to be like a secret area where we can go grab another note. It's not considered a secret room. Some of the areas with notes technically are hidden behind walls. They should be considered secret rooms, but they're not. They're just note areas. The secret rooms are actual secret rooms you get teleported to that don't have any notes inside of them. So just keep following along, follow where I go. You're heading over to the left. You can use that platform to boost yourself. You want to follow the arrows, and then you're going to go into this portal. It's going to teleport you over here where you're going to need to jump up and over to the left. After that, it's going to teleport to another secret area, and that's going to give you the wizard achievement for 80 gamer score for finding 3 secret rooms. Alright guys, we are almost there. I think we only have 3 achievements left. We have 1 more note to find, and then we will have found 5 notes total, which will unlock our achievement or trophy related to the notes. We're also going to end up running across this big gem-like object, which is the shop or upgrade station. Here we'll be able to spend some of our hearts, which are converted into the currency, and we'll be able to purchase an item and get an achievement for that as well. And our 5th secret note is going to be located right down here. Go ahead and collect that, and that is going to unlock the scout achievement for 80 gamer score for finding 5 secret notes. If you get stuck down here, you can just go ahead and jump up with that portal or fan, whatever it is. Next, we're going to go ahead and find that shop that I was talking about so we can get the achievement for buying something from the shop. So just head over to the right. You want to jump up here where this little symbol's at, and it's going to open up like the gem-like object that I mentioned before. It says, "Who summoned me?" Alright, cool. So this is the shop. You can go ahead and just buy the heart upgrade. That's going to cost you 40 hearts total. And you're going to unlock another 80 gamer score achievement called Merchant for buying an item from the shop. Next, we want to go through this portal right here. And this is going to teleport us, and we'll be able to pick up this other water canteen. After that, we're going to teleport back, and the tree is going to be located just to the right of this portal or teleport device. After you water the tree again, it's going to advance us to the 4th part of this game, and pretty much all we need to do now is face this 4th boss, guys, and you should have your full completion or platinum trophy. Now, the last boss is a little confusing to explain. It involves some randomized mazes, So just know that when you guys are watching the footage of me facing this 4th boss, I think it's pronounced Shaderic, you will not be getting the same mazes as I am in my footage. The mazes that you're going to experience during your boss battle are going to be different than the ones that are in my footage. And that's simply just because they're randomized. Alright guys, so we just need to keep heading over to the right hand side. We're going to have one last water canteen that we're going to be collecting right before the 4th boss. This is pretty much just a checkpoint that we're going to get before we face the last boss, because we're not going to be watering the tree anymore. So just go ahead and get that checkpoint. We're going to face the boss. This last boss is called Shaderic, and as I mentioned before, eventually you're going to deal with some different mazes. The mazes are randomized, so just know that the mazes that you're going to see in my video are going to be different from the mazes that you see on your screen. But ultimately, what we need to do here is just defeat this boss, and we're going to end up getting our last achievement, and we'll end up having a full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy. The last achievement is called Counselor for 80 gamer score. Other than that, guys, that about wraps up everything that I have to tell you about Grizzland. You should end up having your full completion or platinum trophy. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.